What's up, my Central Units? It's the Central Man here. So this is my review of WCW's Monday Nitro for the 1st of April 1996 on April Fool's Day. This Nitro was in Cleveland, Ohio, so let's talk about the opening match. The opening match of the show, originally it was supposed to be a tag team match, Sting and Lex Luger taking on Harlem Heat. I don't know it's for the tag team titles because Sting and Luger at the time were the WCW tag team champions and Luger's also a television champion. I don't know. So that match was never going to happen because Jimmy Hart came down and paid off Harlem Heat to not compete in this match. So Harlem Heat, that is Booker T and Stevie Ray. I'm guessing they took the money from the envelope and left. A cameo appearance of Harlem Heat on April Fool's Day. It's just whatever. So the opening match changed into a singles match. So the new opening match for this Nitro is Sting versus the Giant. This was an okay match. Sting and Giant, Paul White's, the future Big Show, they're putting on a fine, okay match. Alright, it's 2 minutes long. Sting has some offense, the speed and agility, the Giant. He got some speed and agility in his prime when he was in his 20s. Not right now, I don't think he's still wrestling. The last match I saw was at All Out last September. I think it's All Out. Yeah, it's All Out. Anyway, so Giant with the the bit of the agility, but more of the strength. There's one moment of this match. So the Giant was on the ring apron, about to choke slam Sting, but Sting hit the Giant with some kind of a weird drop kick. You've watched drop kick in pro wrestling. The wrestler just drop kick with 2 feet. Sting just hit like a one-legged drop kick. That was cool. I don't think any wrestler from, whether it's from the past or from right now, used that move ever since. It looks cool, if you do it right. Sting hit the Giant with a one-legged drop kick and he kicked him off the ring apron. Suddenly, Lex Luger came out of nowhere and the match was, I don't know, it's a DQ, I don't know, and that was it. That was it, folks. And Giant says, you're the reason why you're still alive, Sting, because Lex was there. And it's not the last time we see Lex on the show. He's competing in the main event. We'll get to the main event of the show later on. And let's talk about Lex Luger. I said in my previous reviews of Nitros about Lex Luger. What's going on with Lex Luger, man? The booking of Lex Luger is so inconsistent. Is he a babyface or heel? I simply do not get it. Like, he's teaming up with Sting, but a great example, like he's in the match, on Saturday Night 6, the Doomsday Cage match, the Mega Powers, Hogan and Savage taking on the Alliance to destroy Hulkamania. He's competing in that Doomsday Cage match. I'm completely lost about Lex Luger, man. I understand, at the time Kevin Sullivan was the booker of WCW, but he needs to take some responsibility. Luger is like, I don't know, is he a heel? Is he a babyface? Why he's not associate himself in the Dungeon of Doom? I simply, I don't get it, man. I simply do not get it. It's not doing Luger any favors, man. It's like, what's the point of him turning heel at Halloween Havoc 95? They're not even accomplishing anything. It's just basically like, Luger's in the Dungeon of Doom, turned heel at Halloween Havoc 95, and then all of a sudden, he's teaming up with Sting, they won the tag team titles, and then he's once again teaming up with Kevin Sullivan, with Ric Flair, to taking on Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage at Untitled 96 in the Doomsday Cage match with Z Gangster, that's Zeus, Tiny Lister, and Robert Swanson. I'll get to Untitled 96 in the future, but I simply do not fucking get it, man. It just made, I don't know, in the opening match it made Sting like a joke, and also the Giant like a joke. I don't get it, so let's move on to the next match. So, the next match, in my opinion, this is match of the night. This is a triangle tag team match. I don't know if it's for the No One Contendership for the tag team champions. I don't know. We got the Road Warriors, that is Hawk and Animal, taking on the Nasty Boys, that is Brian Knobbs and Jerry Sags, taking on the Steiner brothers. That is Rick and Scott Steiner. This got plenty of good timing. I'm guessing about 15 minutes, 10, I think it's 15 minutes, I don't know, so 15 good minutes. This was a really good match, so sometimes I don't like triple threats slash three-ways, fatal four-ways in tag team wrestling. You know, whether it's in WWE or Impact Wrestling or sometimes AEW, you know, I don't like it because sometimes you get like one tag team, you have to tag in another person from the other tag team in the match. You know, if it's like if it was like just a normal 8-man tag team match, you know, I get it. But if you're competing for the tag team titles or becoming the number one contender for the belts, you know, you should be fighting your opponents. I simply don't get it. But anyway, so this was a really good match. You know, like everyone had like turns. Like sometimes it's like the Steiners versus the Nasty Boys, or the Steiners versus the Road Warriors, or the Road Warriors versus the Nasty Boys. You know, they got really good time. The ending was a bit really befuddled. It's a bit puzzling and confusing. It's a bit of a mixed bag, by the way. So you had Rick and Brian Knobbs, I think. Yeah, it was Brian Knobbs. They were basically fighting on the top rope. I think one of them was going for like a suplex, attempt to go for the suplex, but the Road Warriors, I think Hawk and Animal knocked both of them off out of the ring, and they took like a nasty fall. Luckily, not got hurt. So anyway, so yeah, you know, basically keep saying Cage. You know, Knobbs Irish whip Rick into the steel steps, and then suddenly you got the Public Enemy. That is Rocco Rock and Johnny Grunge. Grunge dressed up like Brian Knobbs, attacked the real Brian Knobbs, and he pretended like, and then you got Scott pinning Johnny Grunge, disguising Brian Knobbs for the win. You know, they went twin magic. You know, this is like 20 years before the Bellas did it. You know, but I don't mind the twin magic bit, but yeah, I'm guessing they're trying to cast, you know, the Public Enemy. Not Public Enemy, the Nasty Boys, the match, and they set up like a rivalry down the road between Nasty Boys versus Public Enemy. So, yeah, the Steiners got the victory. That was it. I don't say it was a bad match. I really enjoyed the match, but the ending was a bit, mixed bag, whatever. So, moving on to another this is a normal tag team match, you know. It's the only tag team match of this show, because originally it was supposed to be 2 tag team matches, but they kind of changed plans. You know, supposed to be Sting and Luger versus Harlem Heat, but Harlem Heat had a cameo. They're going for the money instead of the tag team titles, and that was it. So yeah, it's just what it is. So the only tag team of this Nitro, we had Hulk Hogan and the Booty Man with the Booty Babe. That's Kimberly, taking on the Taskmaster Kevin Sullivan and the Enforcer of the Four Horsemen. That is Arn Anderson with Woman and Miss Elizabeth in the corner of Sullivan and Anderson. The show went downhill ever since after that match. The Triangle Tag Team match. It went for shit after this. Anyway, so the match was, I would say it was a complete a clusterfuck. It was a dull filler match, you know. One time in the match you had Anderson and Sullivan, ganging up, really work the whole bulk of the match, working on the Booty Man. The Booty Man is Ed Leslie, you know, formerly known as Bruce Beefcake from the WWF, and the fucking Zodiac, you know, that's completely stupid, you know. You know, they've never explained why Ed Leslie, he was part of the Dungeon of Doom as the Zodiac, and then also, he's the Booty Man. I don't get it, you know, I'm guessing he's working with Hogan as a double agent. I don't get it. It's basically, you don't really like film like an angle, like, you know, the Zodiac, you know, attack members of the Dungeon and Doom, and all sort of, he's the Booty Man the next week. I don't get it. It's just, I think they make sure of like guessing, you know, making sure they make the fans guessing what's going to happen and guessing. It's a massive disservice, to be honest. Anyway, so nothing. It was an okay match. It was a bit dull. It was a bit boring, by the way. It lasted about 10 minutes. I wish they cut this match in half, by the way. Yeah, like Sullivan, like I said, Sullivan and Anderson working on Booty Man, and then like only one time in this match you had woman gouging the eyes of the Booty Man. Elizabeth did do nothing in this match. She didn't interfere. The only person interfered was woman. Anyway, so in the end, woman gives Kevin Sullivan her shoe, and then Kimberly the booty babe. I call her the booty girl because or the was it because I think DDP called her the Diamond Doll, and they're not really officially called her. When Kimberly's teaming up or managing Johnny B. Bad, I call her the Bad Girl because Johnny B. Bad is Johnny B. Bad. It's just what it is. Don't quote me on that. The booty babe. So Kimberly give the booty babe. Kimberly, I'm gonna call her Kimberly by the way. Give Hogan her shoe, and then basically I knew Hogan and Ed Leslie, the booty man, going to win. Hogan hits Sullivan trying to hit Hogan with woman's shoe, and then Hogan managed to hit Sullivan with Kimberly's shoe for the win. I'm guessing, like I said, they're trying to make sure the fans guessing what's going to happen. Smoking mirrors, folks. Smoking mirrors. So I'm guessing, Hogan's outwits his opponent. So Hogan and Booty Man got the victory. I don't get this Booty Man gimmick, What's his gimmick? I don't get what his gimmick. Is he supposed to be like 20 years before Fandango? Is he supposed to be a few years after, like before Mr. Ass? I simply don't get it, Ed Leslie had a lot of crappy gimmicks in WCW. The Zodiac, the Booty Man. I don't mind the Disciple. The Disciple, he had a cool look, but it's just what it is. So then you got Mean Gene Okerlund interviewing both Hogan and Hogan and Booty Man, and Hogan says that Anderson and Sullivan got the last laugh. I said to myself, what? You won the match. I simply don't get it. I simply do not get it. I'm going to keep this promo segment short, by the way. And yeah, so Booty Man says, I got a trick up my sleeve. I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to tell you. Blah, blah, blah. He didn't say blah, blah, blah. I'm saying blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to get to the whole point. So, and he asked Hogan to be his tag team partner. I'm guessing they're going to have a rematch. Or I'll get to the next episode of Nitro next time. So Hogan says, I've been in world title matches, strap matches, Doomsday Cage matches. This is so far in his run in WCW. He's been in the company for almost 2 years. He debuted in 1994 at Bash at the Beach. Anyway, so I'm guessing Hogan joined. He said, I accept. We're gonna have the last laugh. The shoe's gonna be on for foot, and that was it. I don't want to get into it, man. The show was the show is an absolute shit. And moving on to the main event, folks. Main event, we had Ric Flair defending the WCW World Title against Lex Luger. And by the way, like I said, Luger is one half of the tag team champions for Sting. He's also the WCW Television Champion because he won the belt from Johnny B. Bad after interference by DDP. That was Johnny B. Bad's last match in WCW. He came back years later in 2000. Before the company went under in 2001, that was a forgettable run for Johnny B. Bad, he left the company, he went to the WWF as Mark Merrow. That's his real name, Mark Merrow, taking his real life wife Sable with him. That's another story for another time. And he came out not holding the belts. He's not came out holding the it's funny, like he's holding the belts when he into the ring, but when he's coming down to the ring, he's not holding his tag team title belt and the TV title belt all together. I simply don't get it, man. Let's move on. So this match sucked. Yeah, I'm guessing this is Luger and Flair's first match in years. They fought before. This was like in the late 80s, early 90s. I think I'm guessing like 1990s, 91. And then this is before both Luger and Flair left the company to go to the WWF, and then Flair came back in 93, Luger came back in 95, they never collabed ever since. Yeah, they teamed up, in that Doomsday Cage match, but not like competing, not feuding, I'm guessing the reason why they put them in the match, in a singles match, I'm guessing like Luger accidentally hit Flair, punched him in the face in the Doomsday Cage match on December 96. I heard about the match, but never seen it, I watched other people's reviews about that show, but never watched the show itself. Like I said, I might review on Center 96 in the future. You have to wait a few weeks. I think you have to wait a few weeks, by the way. Anyway, so... this match sucked. The whole bulk of the match had Luger working on Flair, and then Luger chasing both Elizabeth and Woman, and then Flair knocked Luger off the ring apron into the barricade, and also before that you had Flair saw Deborah. Deborah was near the crowd. I'm guessing it was Deborah McMichael, because I'm guessing it's her first appearance in WCW television, I think. I don't know. Deborah is the wife of Mongo, and then the future wife of Steve Austin's. I'm guessing it was Deborah. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, and also a woman got involved a lot in this match. Mostly just eye gouging Luger, raking in the eyes. Flair worked on the leg of Luger, locked in the figure 4 leg lock, and here comes the coup de grace of this match. So in the end, I knew Flair would win the title. It's not like he dropped it at Spring Stampede. Yeah, Spring Stampede 96. I might review that show in the future. Anyway, so in the end, Luger locked in the torture rack onto Flair. He thought he's gonna tap out, become the new WCW World Champion. Woman came to the ring and throw coffee in the face of Lex Luger. Flair pinned Luger for the win. I knew it, and that was it. That was it. Wow, this was a clusterfuck of a show. Clusterfuck. I'm sorry about effing and jeffing, but it's fucking true. It was a crap show. My final rank for this Monday Nitro on April Fool's Day is a 3. I give it a 3 out of 10. I'll give it a 12 out of 10. This was a shit show. The only match is not make sure you go, oh my god, I need to go back and watch that Nitro again. No. The only match for me was good was the triangle tag team match, and the Road Warriors, LOD, whatever, taking on the Steiners and the Nasty Boys. The most of the match, instead of the whole, the Public Enemy, one of the Public Enemy members dressed up like Brian Knobs. It's just what it is, setting up a rivalry down the road between Nasty Boys versus the Public Enemy. But that was only in the good. But besides that, the fucking show. The rest of the card sucked, to be honest. The opener was too short, and the DQ. I don't recall a DQ down in the like automatically DQ when Luger got in the ring in the opener between Sting and Giant. I'm trying to get my words out. It's just like I said, it basically like I lost a lot of brain cells reviewing and watched this show. It's just basically like Luger's in the ring, DQ, don't get it. The tag team match, Hogan and Booty Man taking on Sullivan and Anderson, Dole, and the main event for the WCW World Title, Flair versus Luger, shit, and too much interference of women, don't get it. Sorry about them shouting, it was just shit, so I think that was the last Nitro for 2 weeks. They took a break of it. You don't do it in today's wrestling. Whether it's WWE or Impact Wrestling or Ring of Honor or AEW. Won't 2 weeks off of programming because at the time Nitro was a live show. Raw was at the time a tape show. Right now it's live, but back then it was a tape show. It's just what it is. So. Anyway, so hope you enjoy my review of WCW Monday Nitro for the 1st of April review. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash the like button, click the like, click the bell. You can't click the dislikes because the dislikes are disabled. It's been disabled for months now. And subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube for more wrestling videos and more. And this is the Central Man officially signing out. Check you later, folks. Yep, that's my review of WCW's Monday Nitro for the 1st of April 1996 on April Fool's Day. This was a thumbs down show, folks.